G'day everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Glass Cage podcast. I'm JH.
And I'm George.
And I think this is 25. No.
24.
26?
Who knows?
It must be 25.
I reckon
We should really look this up.
We should work this out.
We actually cracked a big milestone the other day. We hit over 25,000 downloads, listens.
Thanks, Mum.
So I thought that was pretty cool, you know, to hit that milestone.
That's a good one.
No, I think this is going to be episode, I don't know. You guys will find out.
Yeah, it'll be on the banner.
We'll say it.
Yeah.
But let's first of all thank Serafin Machinery.
Yeah.
Again for sponsoring us. It's again we just want to say thank you to those guys. It's just a huge gratitude towards them.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. So make sure that you guys, I know that you've got time. I see that you're posting stuff on Instagram. Go and check out all their socials.
Yeah.
Go and have a look.
Head over and follow their Instagram, considering we're on Instagram. They're on Instagram as well. They're on everything else as well. But go and give them a follow on Instagram.
Yeah. I reckon we should work out something for whoever tags Serafin in their glass cage.
Yeah.
There's got to be something. Come on, guys. Get on board.
But first of all, we'll a nod to them. Serafin Machinery have a passion for introducing innovation into the agricultural industry and providing customers with exceptional service and quality products at the best prices. Each day, they strive to be the seeding and tillage specialists.
By providing a combination of Australian designed and manufactured seeding and tillage equipment with imported quality products, Serafin can provide the very best range of farming equipment to suit Australian farmers, contractors and resellers.
With dealers in most states, Serafin Machinery believe their continued success is a result of 4 factors.
Selling quality equipment at competitive prices,
Ensuring every experience is A+ rated.
exceptional staff who share the same values as the company,
Industry-leading manufacturing, assembly and servicing facilities. All right, George. So it's been a couple of weeks now since we recorded. We tried to get it out. We recorded 2 at the same time.
Yeah, I forget that it's been a couple of weeks. It sort of feels like it's just blinked.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The good old seeding. It's dragged on a little bit, but it hasn't. It's still.
Was that deliberate? It's dragged on. Good one.
Anyway, it's not longer season for us really. This is our normal time. I mean, we're fairly close to finishing now.
Yeah.
It's by the time this pod comes out, we will have finished. I don't know about you guys. Close?
Nah, we've still got a couple paddocks. A couple of farms to move. And we're getting into the fiddly stuff as well. Back into the fiddly stuff.
Yeah, yep.
So, yeah.
So
couple of weeks.
How's your seeding going since we last chatted?
Good. Yeah, there's a couple maintenance days and bits and pieces. There's been rain.
Yes. Which wasn't that nice?
That's good. So yeah, not really kicking up any dust anymore, but now the pressure's on. Everything's growing, which I'm over the moon. Like I'm really, really glad that things are growing. But yeah. No, so
last time we talked, we were in just finished canola.
Yes.
And obviously we're in barley, we're finished barley into wheat. We had to do a point change for the first time in a while.
Yep.
Normally our points, we use Dutch Industries. Normally they would get us through a whole season.
Yeah.
But because it was such a hard, dry start, we tore through them.
Yeah.
So they didn't quite make halfway.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
So we were lucky that in the previous years Dad had ordered more points and more points and then more points. So we actually had enough for a point change.
Yep.
And as this is the last year with this bar,
we
thought, why not?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a dead asset in the shed.
Yeah. Get them working.
Other than that, it's been interesting. We've had a few foggy days, so we can't get spraying.
Yeah,
we've had some interesting times next to the neighbour. So Uncle, we had to get spraying. We reduced our pressure as much as we could. Put on the very coarse nozzles.
Yeah.
Boom, as low to the ground as we could because he had growing barley next to us. And unfortunately, it drifted a little bit, but nothing a couple cartons of beer can't sort out. It's done what back in the day they used to go out paraquat and give the paddocks a haircut. So it's already like you can't even tell what's happened because it's well established.
Yeah,
and it's in good moisture. So
yeah,
that was lucky.
yeah. Rather be lucky than good.
Yeah, exactly. What else we had? The germination of canola. That's all coming up.
Good.
But what we've noticed, I slowed our fans down this year. I put Agstar in with the urea, like what you guys do.
Yep.
So I was able to slow my fan down on the canola because I was worried. I've
Seed
basically
bounce.
my hypothesis is the reason we don't get a germination is seed bounce.
Yep.
Lo and behold, that's what it was. Because the germination is just amazing.
Yeah.
And then I had to put Agstar back in with the canola because it was just getting too mushy with the moisture and blocking everything. And that germination on those paddocks, not as good.
Yeah, okay. Do you reckon it could be a combination? You were having fert going down with the seed anyway, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not tox.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
So
that's interesting.
that's where we're up to. Yeah. So, we've actually got a voice note. So again, guys, into the Glass Cage Pod, share, let us know. Even if you just want to let us know what you're up to.
Yeah, send them in.
So tell us how big your farm is. Tell us what you do. Just.
We could play a sneaky game of all hat, no cattle. Tell us how big your hat is.
Oh, God. Anyway, so we got one from Jimmy. So here we go. No, we don't. Hang on.
False start.
False start. I've gone and put my phone on airplane mode. This is a very, very good production here by me.
Yeah, that's right. Edit it out.
Edit it out.
Gentlemen, firstly, well done on the potty. You guys offer some great insights and just quietly, I reckon you're very entertaining as well. Hope that all the listeners have a smooth and good seeding and that 2024 is a ripper year. My question for you today is that if you teleported back in time to your first day on the farm, what piece of machinery or what implement and what tool are you taking back with you? All right, fellas, have a good one. Bye.
Oh.
Self-propelled boom spray. That is what I am taking back.
Man, if it's a tool for the farm, I'm taking a spreadsheet with the last 10 years prices.
No.
Yeah, that's like taking back the winning lotto numbers.
I think that's cheating doing that.
And the rainfall. I mean, it is cheating. I couldn't take back like my ag world data. That's a tool. Take back my ag world records.
No.
No, it's going to be a farm tool. Though.
Definitely machinery-wise, it's going to be the AgriFac.
Yeah. Look, the boom spray would be a...
if I had cameras, that'd be even better, but we don't have cameras yet.
Yeah. Look, I reckon you're probably on the money there. That's a very good question. I haven't actually... I've thought about, everyone's thought about if you could go back to when you were 14, start life again with your knowledge, but I haven't thought about what I'd take back to when I went farming first.
Yeah, it's definitely the boom spray, and I've said it before, but when I first started, I was in the 8430. I had the old 150-foot Sonic behind me, 7,000 litre. Yeah, it was a good boom to learn in. Yeah, but obviously it was an old boom, rickety boom, and I kept on saying to Dad, we need a self-propelled. I'll grease it. I'll never complain about greasing. Yeah, and then as soon as we did get the self-propelled, which was going down in size from 6,000 litres and 120 foot. Yeah. We went up in productivity. Yes. Yeah. So, and then of course our weed burden was going down. We're getting better coverage on ground. Yeah. Everything like that. So it's definitely got to be the boom spray for me. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Not to be boring, but there's nothing else really that has been a monumental change.
I mean, I say that like the seeder, disc seeder, like
Yeah.
they were there. There were options there.
The headers were still okay-ish back in the day for the
But
yields.
still,
and,
I mean, the
you know.
STSs, they haven't changed in 20 years.
Yeah.
In theory, actually, physically, you can take the concaves out of a 50 series and put it into an S790 and it fits.
Can you?
Yep. I've
No.
done it. I've taken it. I've taken them and done it. The concaves fit. They are the same concave. Literally the same concave. Out on the ground, change over the latches, put them into the new ones. Nothing changed. So, yeah, I'm not taking back a header. But, no, I think like the PWM systems on the new booms.
No, you don't have that.
I do.
No, you don't.
I have got
The capabilities.
I've got
but you
exact
don't-
apply. PWM.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, not the cameras.
I was thinking cameras. That's my
No, I
bad.
was
That's
thinking-
my bad.
Yeah. Nah, I think that's that's it. It's a hard one because I'd really like to take home like back in time a fully loaded laptop with spreadsheets, but that's a good one.
All right. So we'll get into. We had one question I think was sent through. I might have missed a few because everybody keep tagging us in all your stories. Love seeing it, but I should start taking screenshots of when people ask questions.
Yes.
Because now I can't find them. But I have found one. This one was from Cameron Ritchie, and he's got two questions. And he said this one's directed at you, George. Why not the Alpha disc as a disc bar?
Look, we believe that the undercut and the offset is vital to a single disc seeder. If you've got the undercut and the offset, then you don't have to have so much downforce to get penetration.
Yeah.
And the seed and fertilizer separation with the Borgo and pillar laser disc is the only other one. I think they were almost effectively the same. They were sharing patents.
Yep.
That you can get effective separation from your seed with your fertilizer.
Yep.
The Alpha Disc doesn't offer that. Simplicity of the Alpha Disc, brilliant, and longevity of the wear components is much better. But we really wanted that precision.
Yep.
So that was it.
Yeah. Yep. And I know a lot of people on YouTube, because I've been talking about getting a new bar, keep asking why not a disc bar.
Yeah.
And just purely because it doesn't work up here. It's worked for you guys. Again, you've got that undercut. You're doing that.
Yeah.
But you've only got 1,500 hectares up here. 2,000.
Yeah, we've got 1,500 hectares.
Hectares. Yeah. So then I've got 4,500.
Yeah.
So I think it's too rocky, too hard.
I mean, the trade-off for like the rocky stuff, we've got significant rock at home and at Sousse, like down at the one of the lease blocks. The trade-off there is productivity. It's a smaller bar. You can now get them in 24 metre. But look, if you were going through, I'd shudder at the thought of adjusting 24 metres of disc bar. They're brilliant, but it's like it's like a race car. You go a bit faster, but you spend a lot more time maintaining and doing other bits and pieces and adjusting and making sure that's right compared to, right, let's set our depth and let's go. And if we need to, we just back off a little bit slower. I know that when you're underneath the machine and you're bashing your head for the third time because you've got three things to adjust.
Yeah.
That you go, surely there's got to be a better way. But
Yep. And his second question was directed at me, and he said, would a cheap second boom, like a second-hand hydro boom or similar, help me out with the preamps? Or he said, or use it as a preamp boom. No, not really. Having a second boom would mean more labour, and then also I'd then have to find the hours for that person. At the moment, the weather conditions aren't that great during the day when you're spraying. So, and then it's another tractor. At the moment, I use that tractor for spreading. At the moment, we spread slater baits, mouse baits, everything out behind the seeder. Well, during canola anyway.
Yeah.
So that's pretty well used up, and just another asset to have, but it'd just be a dead asset. So
for
us, the one boom.
We've got 3 because before we bought the John Deere, we had the Gold Acres, and then we bought a second-hand Hardy.
You've also got land that's very spread out.
Yeah.
And you could have the one boom up top, one boom down, and one boom.
Yeah. So that's what I'm planning on as we're getting into the crunch time now, is to have one of them set up on the Treff Express and the other one just go and do the early post-M.
Yep.
So, and then the third one, if we needed to be doing pastures or something, can tick away and go and do that.
Yeah.
But like you said about finding someone to do it, I'm planning on driving between the two for the
Can you say control freak?
Well,
no one can drive my boom sprays. They're my boom sprays.
we've got other people that can drive them, but
they're mine.
It's my massage seat. No, it's and others will, like Tom and Callum will jump onto them, but it's more they're off doing other stuff, so it's fine that other time. So yeah, if there's a gap in the traffic, then and you've got people who are trained up, then that can work. But it's a pretty unique situation to have spare people around that can jump onto any of the machines.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Rightio. Let's get into. Oh, hang on. We did have a 2 a.m. thought come in.
Oh, good.
So this one is from Gerald Connor, and it's one of those ones of is there more wheels or doors in the world?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. Also, I have a 2 a.m. night shift thought for you while I was messing around with the aircon trying to get the perfect temp. We spend our whole life trying to be the perfect temperature, from turn up the heat, then turn the aircon on, wearing more clothes in winter, less in summer. So bit of a shower thought.
Yeah, I've got an answer for that. 21 degrees. That's it. I don't know what he's on about. Like 21 degrees in summer is beautiful. You get into a cab, 21 degrees. In winter, when it's bone cold, 21 degrees. You think about autumn and spring. When is the most comfortable? 21 degrees outside.
Nah, I leave the aircon on and then I just turn it off when I get hot, turn it back on. And leave it at absolute as cold as it goes.
Well, give us a look at your knuckles. They all grazed up. What? Drag him around.
All right. Well, I also asked the question on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I put it out as I was sitting in my glass cage. I just had my Yeti with my tea, not coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker.
Oh.
I'm a weird person, I guess.
Oh.
But at the moment, where my wife and I are doing like shakes.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm on the man shake.
Oh,
We're just
shameless plug.
No, trust me, it's expensive as hell. Anyway, so just trying to lose a bit of weight.
Yeah.
So in the mornings, so I don't get so hungry, I obviously drink the shake, but then I have a tea afterwards. Now, in the mornings when I'm filling the cedar, my tea gets too cold. I don't want to drink it. So I've got the Yeti, and you fill it up in the morning. 2 hours later, you go to drink it, and it is scalding hot. Like it's perfect.
Yeah.
So my necessity right now in the glass cage is the Yeti.
Oh, that's actually quite. I mean, that's doable.
Yeah.
Everyone, just make sure you don't lose it.
Yes, yeah. Well, actually, we got sent a photo. Someone ran over theirs. Still good.
Tragic. No, still good.
Still good.
Well, I mean, they could still drink for it. Was it crushed?
Well, hang on, I'll find it when we get to it. But anyway, so I put out on the pod, I said, what is your necessity in the glass cage? So we'll go through them.
Yep.
I won't say all your names because we'll just quick fire through these.
Yeah.
And we might need to have a few discussions about a few of them. But
Okay.
righto. So the first one, and this gets mentioned a lot, but a travel oven. So you can have the hot meals on the
pie warmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, travel oven.
Yeah. So the next one,
hard to say.
12-volt oven for cook lunch.
Same thing.
Same thing. I'll read them all. There's AirPods. So I don't know who's.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't have Bluetooth in their cab, but AirPods. I just feel that would get me too not listening to anything that's happening out.
I don't like having stuff in my ear, like over-ear headphones in the machine.
Yeah,
I can't hear.
Yeah,
I will wear 3M earmuffs outside of the machine with like my book going while I'm doing something.
Yeah.
But not in the machine.
Okay, the brass monkey fridge and another 12-volt King's oven and party pies. I don't know which one the party pies are in, but
You one
it's
to
the
the
oven.
other. I get around party pies. That's fantastic.
Box of shapes and energy drinks. And,
Yeah.
that's a bachelor's pack lunch, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Duct tape, definitely a certainty.
Not
in
as
there.
delicious as the
Not as
shapes.
delicious though, but it is a
Yeah.
it's a necessity in the cab.
We'll fill the gaps. So.
Lots of snacks. Now this one needs a bit of discussion, but beer fridge and pie oven.
Yeah, beer fridge.
Shouldn't be drinking when you're when you're operating
No,
heavy machinery.
for the end of
For the end of the
shift.
day,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, there you go.
If that's what it's for, boys,
Yeah, definitely.
definitely.
Yeah. If the night shift rocks up and you're having a knockoff beer and night shift rocks up and has one, you go, oh, hang on.
Hang on, boys.
That's a breakfast beer, my
Yeah,
friend.
let's not do that.
Yeah.
So good music, not too much country, a movie maybe, lollies and chewies.
I'm just going to jump in there. Not too much country. Any country is too much country as far as I'm concerned. Just none.
So then again, it pops up quite a lot. Box of shapes.
Yeah.
Again, a 12-volt pie warmer. And then their selection is frozen pies and sausage rolls, curries, and even toasts your sandwich.
Yeah. Look, I'll be honest. I am a little bit of a connoisseur when it comes to the 12-volt oven. The best one that I've found has been like the little spring rolls and the mixed. Those you go and grab the spring roll mix set, grab them, wrap them up, take them with you, and then you can just have little oily treats all day.
Oh, God.
So
I don't
good.
know how you're not fat. It's not fair.
Get
on the shakes.
I leave my
I miss
lunchbox.
food.
I leave my lunchbox at home accidentally sometimes.
Because you've got the fridge full of bloody spring rolls.
Yeah.
All right. This one is more, I guess it's a necessity, but aircon and GPS
Yeah,
and
I
a
think-
Bluetooth radio.
I think they're fairly well required.
But yeah, you need them. Again, emergency boxes shapes.
All right. Well, if we could get hold of Arnott's.
Maybe you know how Hamish Nanny did a chip.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get a chip.
One shape.
All right, a cab brush. Now, yes, that's a necessity because you gotta sweep your cab out. And again, baby wipes.
Yeah.
They're a necessity.
Yep.
And then this one I didn't think of, but I've definitely used. Absolutely a dunny roll. Never know when Mother Nature might call.
Yeah, so I'm a strong believer that, when you see it like the rodeos or, everything, you've always got those guys who are rolling around with a big hat and sleeveless shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know what's happened there.
Yeah, you had to use the shirt.
You've had to use the shirt.
They second the Yeti and the coffee mugs and the thermos.
Yeah.
Again, shapes.
Well, now, okay, so thermos. Say you've got your thermos there.
Yeah.
Is it yes or no for like taking those Frank's sausages, the little red ones? Yes or no, filling up a thermos with Frank's sausages
Frank's in
so you can have some little dippy in the sauce.
Oh, I'd rate that actually.
Yeah, that'd be you'd have to run a hot dog and a coffee thermos though.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to get them mixed
If
up.
you got them mixed up, that'd be tragic.
Hey guys, just popping in here for a quick announcement. Serafin are going to do a giveaway to one lucky listener. All you need to do is head over to Serafin Machinery's Instagram page and follow them. Easy as that. You also need to be following the Glass Cage on Instagram. So how do you win? As long as you are following Serafin's Insta before May 31st, 2024, you are in the draw and the winner will be announced on the pod the following week. So I know you're wondering, what do you win? You'll get your hands on an awesome merch pack put together by the guys at Serafin. The winner will get some hats, a jacket, which trust me, you're going to want. It's a very nice jacket. I've got one myself. A water bottle, a portable power pack, some stubby holders, and a few other knickknacks. So trust me, guys, you do not want to miss out on this one. Head over to their Insta, give them a follow. It'll be in the show notes below. Now back to the pod. Windex.
Yeah. Now on that, trick for young players: do not just get any old Windex because not all Windex is safe for tinted windscreens.
Oh no, what's happened?
Oh, in the past, yeah,
Oh.
you just destroy the tinting on windscreens.
Not my
Some
dad's tractor.
read them very carefully because sometimes they will just smash your tinting.
Again, the Yeti water bottle. The iPad for YouTube, Spotify to listen to the pods and watch your videos. Now, I like that one.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Big fan.
I like that one, especially when you donk straight into the only power pole.
Yeah, I know.
And there it is playing.
Watching movies while, and it comes up a bit here, but yeah, watching movies while seeding, it is interesting. Yeah, again, the bog roll and then Vegemite crackers. Interesting combo, but I didn't know you could get Vegemite crackers, but
I think you might need to make them at home out of crackers and Vegemite. But
and again, the iPad for YouTube and Spotify. Oh no, that's the same one. Massive bag of lollies, but again, iPad for KO, Netflix, YouTube, and the 12-volt oven.
yeah. I'm getting the feeling that everyone just thinks that if you're driving a seeder or a tractor, it's like sitting at the couch at home.
Yeah,
It's
it's what it sounds
It's
like.
sounding very much like the best day on earth where you've just got party pies happening, you've got the fridge full of beers, you've got shapes and the TV on.
Yeah. And again, AirPods, and then the comment of also George had a box of shapes that lasted the whole harvest. He calls BS.
I genuinely did. I had a box of shapes that I put in the header and I kept it there for the entire harvest. Didn't eat it until I was blowing it down at the end.
Were they open?
No. They were sealed. Fully sealed, in date. I put them in there. I was like, I'm not touching them all harvest. It's like a little self-control. Little self-control exercise. You imagine all those afternoons that you're there starving and you look at the box of shapes.
And you could have eaten
them.
and not been starving.
And I didn't eat them. Self-control. Look at that. If you think that you could get into your lunchbox before 10 o'clock and just demolish it. Like
My lunch is normally gone by 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's all gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I challenged myself to see if the shape box would last all harvest, and it did. I'll do it again. I will do it again.
Well, you'll have to document it on the Glass Cage pod.
It is. I'll take serial number photos. Take photos
Daily
every
update
day.
photos. Oh no, guys, a mouse got in. All right, Cadbury favourites and noise cancelling headphones. Again with the headphones.
Now, noise cancelling.
Yeah, but in the cab?
No, well, that you take with you. I take mine with me, my earmuffs, my ear defenders. they're all the time. Not in the cab, but for like around the Hondas and stuff.
Yeah.
PPE.
Listening to the Glass Cage podcast. Now there's a fan.
Aye.
The Yeti filled with coffee, chocolate muffins, apples, nuts, and snacks for the pup. So obviously
That's
got
a
the dog
very
in there.
full Yeti. maybe just one at a time.
Oh, okay. Now barbecue shapes. So obviously this one is the first one with flavour.
Everyone else has just got the plain salted ones.
And then Clint sent us a photo of his very squished Yeti water bottle, but he still drinks out of it.
Brilliant. That's good.
Sneaky Coke. Now I hope that's just
Yeah.
Diet
Cola.
Coke.
Better be cola. None of those 48-hour shifts.
Yeah, none of that special mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Coffee, and then a Dare Caramel latte, iced coffee, and homemade hedgehog slice.
Cool. That sounds like a heart attack.
And we did get one more. It was, where are we? Hunt and Brews. But they're rather hard to get a hold of in South Australia.
Yeah. Yep. They're over in Farmers Union land over there. No, look, I could see a clear trend. Everyone
Yeah.
likes to have their hot coffee.
They like to chuck their shapes in the little oven.
Yeah.
Triple bacon.
Yeah, triple bacon. I'm surprised that no one has gone out and gotten one of the coffee machines. You know, the ones that come.
Oh, yeah.
What brand are they? The blue ones.
What, you want a sponsorship?
Makita. Yeah, Makita coffee machine.
Do you want to say Makita any more times?
Well,
Milwaukee, if you're listening.
yeah, that's
Nah.
it. But
So what's your necessity?
look, after hearing all of those, it is definitely the my 3M earmuffs, like those.
Yeah. So you want to make sure you got them with you, but
Yeah.
what about in the cab?
in the cab.
What's your in the whole time you've had to have a lunchbox? What's the best thing you've had in there? Like the go-to.
The go-to.
The go-to. I can tell you for me, it was always the muesli bars, the apricot muesli bar, like the Arnott's or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Is it Arnott's? No. Who does?
I don't know. Uncle Toby's.
Uncle Toby's, that's the one, yeah. But that was always just the classic, yep, delicious, thank you very much.
Yeah, look, there's no secret that Clare Downs runs on milk, like iced coffee, definitely.
With your guys' digestive systems, I don't know why, but
yeah, well, it's just that's it. It's always iced coffee.
Yeah, you're marking your cabs, that's for sure.
But the nut bars, that sort of jazz. I'm not a huge eater in the cab. I'll be honest. Like
So coffee then?
Yeah.
I suppose it's the dare or
It's a coffee, iced coffee, hot coffee, whatever, cup of tea, something. I'm more about just get it done and then get home.
yeah.
But that's necessity in the lunchbox. Just taking it with you. Maybe having a water
Remembering
bottle.
where it is, making sure it's always with you. It's always a rookie mistake for new guys that come and then they leave it down in the paddock.
Yeah.
Because you've gone and done a moisture check, for example, at harvest, but you're all staying up there having coffees and all this, and they're like, oh man, I'm getting pretty hungry.
It's
you
the
just
exact
all pull
opposite.
your lunchboxes out.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite of when you're sitting in the cab, sitting there going, I wish I had more food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, it's, necessities. I don't know. Those are good ones.
Yeah.
Yeti seems to be getting very popular. That's it. Most American brands. No one said Stanley Cup, so we obviously haven't cracked into that demographic.
I suppose if we asked all their partners,
that would be good. What necessity do you have?
Could you imagine you rocking up with a Stanley Cup and a straw?
I could. I'd do it. I've got the cup holder. They fit in the cup holders. Big cup. Brilliant. Good
Sounds
idea.
like you already do it.
Might have to get one.
Get one, get it laser engraved.
Oh,
Glass cage pod.
hang on. Big Stanley Cup.
Righto. Well, for the back quarter of the app, we thought we might get a bit more serious and have a bit of a discussion.
Yep.
In regards to, well, I guess decision making on anything really, but
Buying and selling. You know, whether it be chemicals or grain or but I guess in the most recent case, machinery. Yep.
And our sort of decision process that we sort of go through and
Yeah. So I guess really quickly for chemical, I have I always try and keep a running tally for like average buy price. So I know and the inventory stock, so I can keep an average buy price as I'm going. Got targets in mind. So if I do have to occasionally buy something a bit more expensive, then try and average it out as we go. But that means that when things hit trigger points, same as selling, like grain, not afraid to buy bulk and try and go, righto, this is a very good price. I know that in the next 18 months I'm going to be using this much. Careful not to obviously have too much on hand. But
you say that, but I do that with Roundup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get 20,000 litres at a time.
Yeah.
And then that lasts me a year or nearly a year, and then you're getting more and more. You know, but like you're always getting it at that good low price.
Yes.
And I'm not watching anything. It's mainly I use one company down here.
Yeah.
And they call me up. They're like, hey, it's a good price at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's when I sort of lock in. So
yeah. Well, it's I mean, in the last couple of years, price, but also availability has come into play. So people's access to chemical. I know that there was a fairly big draw to the East Coast, and it often gets
once their drought broke, big
vacuum.
all that Roundup went straight across.
So keeping an eye on that sort of stuff as well, making sure that we've got enough there. So when those price increases do come, that you can not feel so bad about going, righto, well, we'll take the hit here on purchasing now.
Yeah, and it's also things like Terrador, which for those who don't know, it's a chemical to kill marshmallow, and it works really well.
Yeah,
don't use it because I don't want it broken down. But anyway, that is a very expensive chemical, but it's not one I'll skimp on.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, we've got marshmallow in the paddock. We need to kill it. Get that.
Yeah.
It's you don't want to go dodgy brand not dodgy brand, but half rate it or, get something else that might do it and doesn't. I just want to kill it, get it done. And
yeah. So the old days of, the joke with the agronomist of, oh yeah, well, here's the rate that they give you and they know that you're going to cut 30% off that because you're cutting costs.
Yeah.
So they always give you a rate that's 30% above. Those days, I think, I'd hope, are fairly well gone, especially given some of the resistant profiles that we've got around the place.
yes.
Quickest way to just breaking stuff is underrating for the sake of, at the end of the day, like 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents a hectare, something like that.
Not worth it.
So, yeah, it's it can be like trying to cost reduce can bite you.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. But in the terms of grain marketing, and I know we've touched on all this stuff before, but I thought we'd just, talk about it again, keep it fresh in people's minds.
So, I mean, we're both grain marketing at the moment.
We are, yes.
Yeah.
And we use 10 Tigers.
Yeah.
I believe you guys do as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're a grain marketing company.
Yeah.
That, Dad has used them for a long time.
Yes.
And it's just a lot easier. It's a lot less stressful for us, especially come harvest time when it's like, oh, this is up, this is down, this is up, go for it. Or where you're not spending 2 hours on the phone to individual sellers.
Yeah.
You can go, yep, we'll lock it in at this price and leave it to them. So definitely carry that on and staying with them, a grain marketer.
Yep.
And I think it's brilliant to get the text with a little bit of an update of what's going on in the world.
Yep.
And then after that, the text comes through later saying what the prices are, and then you look at what you've already locked in.
Yeah, access to your portal as well. So keeping it like without spending heaps of time in the office yourself, keeping that the access to all of your running tally of where you're at.
It gives you a average tons sold, so you know what your average wheat needs to be.
Yeah.
At the moment, I've only sold 500 kilos a hectare average. Well, I know I can go up on that, which is really handy.
Yeah. It takes a bit of that. Like, it's instantaneous. It's right there. It helps with that decision making because like same sort of thing. We're in the machines or whatever out in the paddock, physically trying to get stuff. Opportunities are coming up at the moment where we look and go, look, we'll do a bit more because we're out here and so bang it through. I think Tom and I have got just a fairly constant conversation flowing all the time about, are we happy? Do we want to start to, what are our trigger points? We've got trigger points ourselves. Ours are vastly different. So there's always a discussion when we're ready, like keen to go or hold what our feeling is. So
you're not like, it's got to be $800 a ton minimum. Well, come on, that's the current price at the moment. I think today was $760, and that's already in the 95th percentile.
Yeah,
and you're like, well, definitely.
Lock a bit more away. But it's like I find it quite useful having the two of us sit there and bounce the ideas off each other.
Oh yeah.
Talk about our risk profile, what our own attitudes are towards the risk, what we're trying to achieve. It's sort of things like now that we've got the leasing country as well, locking in a grain price for a certain amount to cover some of our fixed costs. Is just sort of passing the sleep test. So that's been part of that.
And I have mentioned it before, but one thing that I do recommend that anyone who out there is doing grain marketing themselves, keep a notebook. Do your notes on your phone. And so today's date, and you're like, yep, and I sold 200 tonne of wheat at what was it yesterday? $406.
Yeah.
And then you've written it down there and you write a little reason. Sold only 200 tonne because, it's...
Hasn't come out of the ground yet.
Hasn't come out of the ground yet. And it's a good price at the moment. Set a target for $415 for the next tick. And then that's why the next day when it goes up to $410, you're like, well... It was, it was the right decision at the time.
Yeah.
Like we sold canola back in like February, I think it was when it hit 700.
Yeah.
And I'll do 250 ton. It's in the 95th percentile because the 10 Tigers give us a little chart and that lets you know where you are. And anything over 80 is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's like, it was just over the 99th percentile, whatever it was. And then it kept going up. So now it's at 760. Yeah. And then you're like, well, I look back at my notes. I'm like, at the time, it was a brilliant decision to make. And I can't get upset that it's 760 now. Yeah, you would have made.
Yeah, but it's a floor price. So that's like, we're always talking, okay, let's set a floor price. Really hope that we're not here like setting a ceiling price.
Yes,
Which is the other side is, are you trying to catch it as it's on the run up or are you trying to catch it on the run back down?
Yeah,
like that's those marketing
hopefully
decisions.
On the run up.
Hopefully,
the
always
run
on the
down
run
is
up.
always a nightmare.
Yeah, the run down is much more difficult, and it's more, I guess, both ways. But it's much more difficult because when you
because you're hoping you're like, it'll come back. Next
it'll
day,
bounce,
down more. And like, oh God, I should have sold 2 days ago when it was.
Yeah. Whereas when you've set the floor like you did yesterday, and you look and you go, oh, shame. I can sell more for more instead of going, oh, cool, I got the top price. I'd always rather have a floor than a ceiling. So, catch it on the way up. That's part of it. Like the old Harvey Norman catalog theory of once you've bought a TV,
it goes on sale.
It goes on sale, so you just don't look at the catalog after you bought. Just be happy.
Yeah,
you've made your decision, like you said. Make your note why you made your decision.
Yeah,
and then go and review that decision making later, but don't sit there and beat yourself up.
No, I mean you've got to. That's why. And Dad was one who told me to do it.
Yeah,
because you'll go, oh God, why didn't I sell everything back then?
Yeah,
and at the time it wasn't right. The canola wasn't out of the ground, or you had to go and spray for green peach aphid, so it was all patchy.
Yeah,
and you were having to do this extra cost of chemicals. So you're like, no, I'm just going to hold off. My tons aren't going to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're already hedged to a certain percentage with like historic lowest production. We're nudging close to being hedged to the lowest historic production.
Yeah, I'm nearly there already. 250 ton, but our lowest ever produced was 300 ton.
Yep.
So I don't have much to go with now. So it's like, well,
Yep, and that's the sort of thing, like having those set points and knowing them and keeping them at the forefront of your mind.
Yeah. So. We are getting on, but I'm sure people enjoy listening to us. So we'll keep going.
Right.
The last one is machinery. It's the big one.
Yes.
Now, this is very fresh because I have just signed on to machinery.
Yeah.
So we figured, we might as well have a chat about it and the decision-making process to go into it.
Yeah.
So it will be our longest pod ever because we're currently over 42 minutes.
Wake up.
So, look, machinery. Myself, I've just... well, first of all, I have had the Borgo for 7 seasons now.
Yep.
And it's getting to the point where we've done the bushes already once through the whole machine.
Yeah,
it is getting close to needing to do the bushes again.
Yeah,
not like it's crap, quick, sell it. It's a big job. It's it's repairs and maintenance.
Yeah,
it's something you got to do. All the press wheels are, so they're all getting on. The machine has done very well for its 7 years that we've had it.
Yeah.
But it's time that I feel that it's we're not getting that canola establishment. We're getting lots of stubble blocks.
Yeah.
Now I know when I say what we're going to go for or what I have signed up for, people are going to go, "Good luck, son. You're going to get stubble blocks."
Yeah.
The bin, you and I have got the same bin.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I did love it at the start. I love calibrating it, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's
metering system.
System
leaves a lot to be desired.
If it was on scales, then it'd be fine.
Yes.
What I would be doing if it was individual bin scales, I'd be keeping the bin.
Yeah.
And then just swapping out the bar.
Yeah.
Because the bin is great.
Yeah.
But the calibration we actually had it the other day, the wheat calibration went out 62%.
Hey?
Yeah. We calibrated it the night before.
Yeah.
And then it was a Saturday, so I went in for kids' sport.
Yeah.
And then by the time I got out at like 3:00, and Dad was like, "You need to calibrate this."
Yeah.
Yeah, went out there, calibrated it. So we were going 80 kilos a hectare. It was coming out at 135.
Cool. High rate trial.
Yeah.
There you go. Shed Gremlin got to it.
Yeah. So
Must have gotten in there and changed the sprocket or something.
how can something you've calibrated and you've checked, and it wasn't just one calibration, it was a couple.
Yeah.
It goes out that far.
Did you drive it around?
No, we don't. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's
So yeah.
we've had same even after driving, calibrating, like calibrate it, drive it for a lap, calibrate again, and then drive it and calibrate. So like 3 calibrations.
Yeah.
And even then,
Oh, I mean, even
like,
if
it was out.
you calibrate it and then you go the next day, you're like, oh, we're going pretty light on the wheat now or something. You like, so you calibrate it and it's out. And
yeah,
so essentially what I was wanting to do was move forward instead of taking a step sideways.
yeah,
So things that we would take a step sideways on is sort of like the headers. The headers,
Yeah.
I did go up a class,
yes,
but I didn't, nothing changed. It's still a single rotor.
yeah,
It's still the exact same, just more horsepower.
yeah, yeah. Which works for your Terminators.
It works. Like the, but then with moving the seeder forward, it's something that's going to be here for ages.
Yeah,
I wanted to make sure I had scales, so I
Yeah.
want to take that leap up instead of going sideways.
yeah,
So I was like, right, whatever it has to do, had to have scales.
yeah,
And then the bar had to germinate the.
yeah.
I wanted to know where I was putting the seed.
Seed fert separation.
Yeah, just I wanted to be like, yeah, my seed is exactly here, and I know where it is.
Yeah,
So we had a seed hawk.
yeah,
Yes, it was a stubble rake,
yeah,
but you knew where it was.
yeah,
So I've gone for a John Deere.
yeah. So seed Seedmaster.
So a P980
Yeah,
with a 650 cart behind. So we're going down in cart size.
yeah,
We are a 700 at the moment. We're going down to bushels. This is
yeah,
going down. But what I'm going to do, so I'm trying to take that leap forward, is I'm doing liquid.
yeah,
So I've got a Earnshaw liquid cart behind,
yeah,
and then I want to do Flexian, fungicides,
Yeah.
maybe a few trace elements, things like that.
yep,
So I just want to try and make the plant healthier sooner,
yeah,
and it's a huge amount of money to do all at once.
yeah.
Now on top of that,
I always get nervous when that
I know.
happens.
So for anyone at home listening and not watching, the GoPro just died.
Yeah, but beeping is not a missile.
Anyway, so what I also did, and I was like, right, well, if I can bundle it all together, I also have got a quote for an Earnshaw bin.
Yeah.
So get rid of the Nourish because the Nourish is too slow.
Yeah.
We can't fill.
Yeah,
So this was the dream. Can I do it? Went to the accountant and he goes, yep, your payments are still low.
yeah,
You haven't exceeded your payments.
yeah,
So you still can do this.
yeah,
And then it was 2 weeks of me just sitting there sort of arming and ahhing and biting my nails and,
yeah, yeah,
and lots of stress.
yeah,
Eventually, it was like, no, it works. The accountant's like, yep, no, it works.
yeah,
And then sign the line.
yeah,
And, that was the decision.
Yep.
But, it was, I did look at other bars,
yeah,
but I didn't.
yeah,
It wasn't like, money was too high on another bar or money was,
yeah,
it was more, I knew what I wanted
yeah,
and I went for that.
yeah,
But yeah, then like the big thing with doing things like that, like you're talking, a huge amount of money
yeah,
is, talk.
yeah,
Talk to people, which I did. I talked to a lot of people about everything.
yeah,
You got to make sure you're doing it right. Talk to your business partners or your wife or
yeah,
whoever.
yeah,
And then once you've signed the line, have a beer
yeah, yeah,
because it's stressful. You're like, oh God, did I make the right decision?
Yeah.
Because you've now gone and signed it.
Yeah.
So you've
yeah. It's very hard to wind back once you've signed on the line.
yeah,
That's
and
it.
you're just like, oh God, like have I done the right thing? And you're going through your head. No, I did make sure that we could pay for it. I did make sure that the bar is going to flow stubble.
Yeah.
With the adjustments we've done.
Yeah.
On the line. We are progressing forward because we're going to try. We're going to try liquid out.
Yeah.
It's
Got your scales, so you're getting better accuracy, going for your liquid.
yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, you're not just going sideways, you are moving forwards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Same with the boom spray. So the boom side, we won't upgrade now for a couple of years.
Yep. Yep.
But when we do it, we would like to do cameras.
Yes. Yeah. Which is same sort of thing. When we did our boom, we were, we thought that we were probably 12 months off still. So we started shopping, started looking and quoting. The progress needed to be forwards, not just we did want to go larger in tank size.
Yeah.
Didn't want to go larger in boom size for a lot of our home country.
Yep.
But we looked at being able to go bifold and all these different options. But eventually ended up just going same tank size and same width because the right boom came up for sale.
Yeah.
An opportunity came up through
the
there.
opportunity was there, and
that was one that we were quoting and looking and umming and ahhing. And when we found the exact boom that came up secondhand, very, very, very low hour secondhand.
Yep.
Decision was very quick. Like that was very easy to make.
Yes.
So,
especially when you've done all your homework, you're like, this is going to work for us. And
that was it. Does it have this system, this, and this on the tick box, which is what we were looking at for all of the different booms.
Yep.
That was just being able to see that opportunity and take it. And part of that's doing that due diligence beforehand of researching.
Yeah.
Which can be hard, but that's the beauty of like when you're looking in the secondhand market, is there's so much experience out there that you can go and talk to people about, hey, look, I'm looking at buying a machine that's 5 years old or 4 years old. Go and talk to someone who's been running one for 10 years. What sort of repairs and maintenance do you bump into after 5 years? What sort of country were you running it in? How did it perform? So if you go and buy a secondhand machine that you can go, righto, straight off the bat, like that's what we've got to fix straight away.
Yes, yeah. And then you've got you got it so you had the capability of cameras later on when they were released.
Needed to definitely be.
You didn't go up in tank size, but you've got that capability now of, going for cameras when it's an option.
Yeah, when it's an option. When John Deere actually pulls finger and allows it aftermarket.
Yeah.
So like for you talk about backwards compatibility, but forwards as well. So future proofing.
Yes.
So machinery being future proofed. If that's if you've got a system, which we're base 12 systems. So if we ever want to go to a larger seeder, then we're fairly well set at 24 meter seeder.
Yeah.
So those guys who were base 9, now they were base 8. They're 18 meter seeders.
Yep.
18 meter harvesters and stuff. It's due diligence before you go and purchase or make a big decision. Like it's a hard one. But
it is. Yeah.
There's plenty of material out there. Go and read, watch YouTube, see stuff.
Yeah. But then when you are going to make that decision, make sure, get your checklist. Can we pay for it?
Yeah.
Is it the right decision? Are we moving forward or moving backwards, or are we just staying in the same spot? If we're staying in the same spot, why are we upgrading? Is it an upgrade if you just want the massage seat?
Yeah.
I'm going for the exact same size bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also the the can we pay for it or can it pay for itself is the other part of looking at it, especially when it comes to things like boom sprays. We're working out how our increased efficiency or how our increased accuracy, what sort of reduction we were going to get from going from 7 sections, single line to individual nozzle body.
Yeah, your paddocks get smaller.
They do.
Yeah.
They get a lot smaller,
which
means then the chemical use gets smaller, which is a noticeable saving straight off the bat.
Yeah.
That was an interesting part. But we're no longer in the realm of being able to say, oh, this machine will pay for itself in 5 years.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
There's no way. But is it going to answer more than just one question? Like that's, like you've done with getting your seed fert separation, your accuracy placement, and the liquid system.
Yeah.
So that's answering more than just one question.
And then I added on, and then I got the the seed and super bin.
Yeah,
Because it was like, I can't really fill it now with the old one.
Yeah. So then, it's the chicken and the egg.
Yeah, I know.
Which one do you cook first?
Eggs.
Yeah. But yeah.
We finished off with a bit of a serious note, but
Yeah. Once
it's always
again,
stuff to be discussed.
machinery. Speaking of, Serafin.
Good segue. Thanks again to the guys at Serafin. It's again, we just can't be thankful enough. It's taking a leap on us.
Yep. Get across there and
for a podcast that talks about Yetis and shapes.
get over and have a look at their seeders. I did see that there was a couple of big flash, high lift frame machines getting out. And about,
Ulti-size, aren't they? The hat you're wearing right now.
Am I wearing an Ulti-size?
You are wearing an Ulti-size.
Good. No, there's one of those was getting about, so definitely be keen to see how those guys are getting on with their new seeder.
Yeah,
if they're listening. No, it's always good. So
go and give them a follow on Instagram, guys, and then tag us in your posts, in your stories. Loving to see it. Loving to see the what you're getting up to.
Yeah.
Did
see one stuff up. That's good. I did mention the stuff up that got sent through.
Oh, that wasn't on a. That was just on a private message.
Oh.
But a wheel fell off a flexi coil.
Yeah. That guy will know what he's talking about then. I thought they got sent through.
No, that wasn't on stories. We haven't had a screw up on stories yet.
I do want to see some stuff ups. Not that I want anyone to have a bad day or a bad week, but I just, we've all had stuff ups. I'll put some through.
Yep. Now, we'll leave it there, guys. Also send in, a topic you want us to chat about. We are open to whatever you guys want to hear.
Most topics.
Yeah.
Not all.
Maybe we do a podcast that's just not farming related at all.
Yeah, the forbidden topics.
Okay. Righto, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
Cheers.